Yo, Jonathan here, and today I got a video on probably one of the most requested things I've seen across the channel over the years. A hair tutorial. Now, I've never really had a reason to do a video on this. That is until Laifen reached out and asked if I wanted to check out their Swift hairdryer, which is about the most decked out, feature-packed, techiest hairdryer you could imagine. Huge thank you to them for sponsoring today's video and bringing the hair tutorial to life. For the holidays, I thought it'd be fun to put together a tech hair pack, which includes the Laifen Swift hairdryer, my pomade of choice, and a comb. For your chance to win, just drop a comment letting me know what your favorite feature is, and it's not required, but if you're feeling like being awesome, make sure to drop a like down below. So it's a pretty simple process. There's not a ton that goes into this, primarily just from being lazy and not wanting to spend a ton of time on things. The quicker the better. There are three things that I use: a comb, pomade, and the reason why we're here, a hairdryer. The comb is a Kent comb that you can find on Amazon. The pomade, something I've been using for years, is Suavecito, specifically the matte pomade version. I've tried fancier options and I always come back to this because it smells amazing and it works great. Before I get to this, what I'll do, starting with my hair wet, ideally this is straight out of the shower just because it's gonna give you the most flexibility, is I will find the part, and not a hard part or anything, just try to find the natural part that you got. And once you do that, then you can kind of work in the pomade and get things a little more gelled in. So we're good here. I'll start to implement the pomade. Not a ton. Kind of work it into your hands. And again, being able to throw this in there while your hair is wet kind of lets you blend it in so you're not using an insane amount of product, and just gives you that control. Once I get to a place where I'm comfortable with, go ahead and wash my hands and get all of that out of there. Now, to be honest, I've never used a hairdryer of this caliber. I have used hairdryers in the past. It of course saves you time, and more importantly, it's what allows you to get that controlled, combed, matte look as opposed to gelled up or flat. To be honest, a lot of the time I would end up not using a hairdryer simply because excessive heat over time isn't the greatest for your hair. But one of the compelling things here with the Laifen Swift hairdryer is that it is of course going to dry your hair faster, but without the heat damage. What's nice here is there's a sensor built within the hairdryer that is monitoring things 100 times a second to make sure the heat output is stable and consistent, which is awesome. For me, through this process, I wasn't even at the hottest setting and everything did feel smooth and consistent. There's also a negative ion generator in here, which is going to combat static electricity, which is not anything you want while you're doing your hair. So they really thought of everything here. That's really about it. And it was actually a very quick process with this. I think what I appreciated there is having the precision control and the focus, because without that precision focus, it kind of feels like it opens up the actual force where everything's blowing, so things are getting over the place. That gives you a little more control so you can keep things kind of intact and not going everywhere. So damn, very impressed. This comes in 4 different colors: white, red, black, and gray, all of which I think look incredible. Now, it's no secret they are going head to head with Dyson, but at a fraction of the price. Dyson's hairdryer comes in over $400 US, whereas this is well under 200. Now, I was a little apprehensive going into this given the price and how confident they were stacking it up against Dyson. Build quality though is one of the things I noticed first because it is really solid. This thing packs a 110,000 RPM motor inside, which is considerably more than a generic lower end hairdryer you're probably used to. And diving a little deeper, the motor fan blades are made out of aircraft grade aluminum. The motor in the blade is so precise they claimed it could propel a ping pong ball into the air, which I initially didn't believe, only to be proved immediately wrong. What's cool here is even with that additional power you're getting on the Laifen Swift, stacking it side by side against that generic hairdryer, it is somehow quieter. A really nice touch here is the 3-color LED ring, which is going to designate which temperature the hairdryer is running at. So you have cool, which is more or less room temperature, medium, and then hot, as well as 2 different speed settings. So switching between temperatures and fan speeds is instant, and you're definitely not waiting for things to warm up. What's nice is you can of course cycle through these different temperatures by pressing the button, or if you hold it, it'll auto cycle through those temperatures for you just to add some convenience. It really does do everything they advertise. So if you've been looking into grabbing a hairdryer a little nicer than what you're normally accustomed to, but didn't want to dish out as much cash as, let's say, the Dyson, this is a fantastic choice. Quick shout out to Mr. Ye, who is the MVP behind this hairdryer. He led the Laifen R&D team through a process that apparently took over 731 days. That work though led to this and 26 patents. So again, 110,000 RPM motor, incredible build quality. It's lightweight, compact, easy to travel with. And again, I have never used a hairdryer of this caliber. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, and again, you are excited to win that hair tech pack, drop a like down below. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.